That's where
Hey, there we
my
go.
computer is, but my camera is here. My computer's there.
Oh, so it's like kind of looking sideways. Hey, hi
That's why I
guys.
look as I was. Hi.
Happy Sleepy Saturday.
Woo-hoo.
Thank you so much, Leslie, for joining us today. And guys, this is Colleen. In case you guys don't know Colleen, because we're live on 2 channels today. Colleen is my moderator. She's the genius in the back that makes all the magic happen here in StreamYard. And so love having her today. And thank you also to Leslie for being with us. And Leslie has some really cool stuff to share. I know a lot of you guys already know Leslie, but Leslie is the director of content and creative design for Beadsmith. She also is her own business owner. She is the owner of Twisted Sister Beads, and also the new club Badass Beaders. So sorry for them.
Yes.
So lots of cool things.
Many hats. Many hats. Yes. And you know, I love doing this. This is like so much fun. Get to play around with more beads. Get to play around with beads. Yes. So.
And you're a source of inspiration for me because you are the genius mind behind a lot of the products that I use in my design. You're the person who helps choose them, helps test them, does the tutorials for them. So things like this product here, which is from the Centerline collection, a lot of the inspiration pieces are your handiwork. And so that's just a whole rabbit hole you guys can go down if you check out I Love Beads. And we'll drop links for you guys. But if you want to see more from Leslie, that's one place to go look, as well as her website, which is twistedsisterbeads.com. And we'll drop links for that as well. And so on Leslie's mat, what you can see is more ideas for this link. So we were doing, for the Neon Notebook project box, we were doing a loom pattern. So this was the loom pattern we did. Was it last Saturday?
Yeah, it was last Saturday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you were there. And so I was like, remember, you guys, next week we get more inspo. So one of the coolest things about this is that you can use it for both 11 round and Delica. So I have a link to share with you guys to a Delica idea for the finding, but then you have the 11 earrings there, and you did a cool way of attaching them, which makes the fringe poof out.
Yes.
And it's like kind of like the fluffy fringe. If you guys remember from a while back, we had a peyote design where we did a fluffy fringe. This, I have a feeling when you show this, it's going to be like that, but I'm making guesses here. So.
Oh, yeah. Well, the thing is, I really wanted to do something that was not going to add like an extra element into it, because to try to brick stitch with the 11s as opposed to the Delicas is they're too fat, so they take up room, so they don't lay straight. So I was like, oh, I can't stick a Delica in there. And so I played around and I was like, oh, that works. I have to say, it's a pain in the butt to start it, but then after you get that little thing of 11s on, you just fringe, just count your beads and fringe. And so this was my first one, and it's about 2 inches, and I thought it was a little short. So of course I went back and I did another one that's a little longer. So I can either do that or I can do the original one, but I could include the longer fringe in the tutorial. So
so folks can choose whichever. I just like the way that it kind of fans out off of the finding.
Yeah, so
that's
I should probably just stick to the short one, so people won't. I don't know if people want to watch me fringe this. I don't know how long it's going to take me to actually fringe this on camera. But
so I was thinking, like, it would be cool to see how you started it, because that's where I have kind of an idea, but I'm not like sure. And then maybe one strand of the fringe, just to see how it goes. Because that's done is totally different than the other way that I was thinking originally, which is more like the Delica fit. Let me show you guys really quick what I mean by the Delica thing. Let's see if I can add.
My head is so big.
Oh, I have our layout different because I'm about to put this tutorial up. So there's a tutorial here for another way to use it, but this works better with an 11.0 Delica.
Yes.
And so it's a pattern that, in fact, you told me this isn't even brick stitch. This is just stringing.
No, it's basically stringing between the holes. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. And all the patterns you can do with that. So there's a bunch of these ideas
Leslie
here.
Rogalski, the other half of Team Leslie that is no more. Yeah. So that was
your partner in crime before.
Yeah, that was one of her first designs, and it was really it was really nice. So, and I used to get to test all her stuff, so I can say what's good and what's not good because I used to test all her stuff. So
that's cool.
Okay.
So we're dropping a link for that. It looks like Call already dropped the link for you guys. So you can see it's the Centerline Half Moon PDF. And that's not the one we're teaching today. Today is the awesome creations that Leslie's made. I'm going to make your screen big one more time here.
I'm just calling that Neon Notebook Fringe. I've run out of titles. I run out of titles, and we can talk about this one later, but I'm going to take him off.
I love that one too. That one's cool. And I think Bead Shop has some of those like hoops. So while you're, I will check and see if I can find them in case those are there. But the Centerline Findings are available from beadshop.com in both gold and in silver. And then the beads that Leslie is using are the beads from Neon Notebook, but they're also available as box extras at the link that Call is dropping for you guys in the chat. It's also in the description too. There's links to the Neon Notebook project landing page and box extras.
And I love all these colors, right? All these primal.
You liked them?
All these primal. Oh my gosh, yeah! I was like, when I opened it up, I was like, ooh. And all this graphic stuff came to mind. And as I see you were doing the same, your pieces are sort of the same way, big bunches of graphic color. So a lot of fun. So like I said, the first step is going to be kind of fidgety. So you have 15 holes. So you're going to pick up 15 11s. 3, 4.
I might try to follow along just because I'm just so curious. Are you using Fireline?
Yes, about a yard, because otherwise, you know how it gets. It gets all.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, there we go. And so there's a stop bead, of course, and you have to sort of like let things go a little bit. So because you're going to have to spread them out. So it's a little, it's like I said, it's a little fidgety to start. And I had a hard time like keeping the end of it and not have the beads move, but it's not really any big deal, right? So after you get, I'm going to try to do this on the mat, so it might be easier. So after you get your beads on and you lay them down against your finding, you're going to sew from the back of your finding, right? You're going to go through the back hole of your finding.
Oh, I see. I think I know what you're going to do. This is genius. Yeah. My goodness.
And you don't want it to lay like brick stitch. You want it to stay up like a tire, right? And so then you're going to sew back through that bead, keeping it as a tire. Does that make sense, Danielle?
It does. Yeah, I'm catching up with you. So you said you did 16 or 15? 15 beads.
15
with the stop bead.
Yeah. So see, it's still a tire. Okay. And then you're going to go back to the back of your finding. and sew through the next hole. And so your bead is staying like a tire, and then you're going to sew, well, I'm going from the left to the right through your next bead so it stays a tire. I know that sounds kind of funny. You want it to be a tire. You don't want it to, you don't want it to be a donut. You want it to be a tire. And see how they're just laying like tires. And then repeat.
Okay, I see. Okay, so I'm going to bring the strand with a 15. And then I'm going to go back through the first bead.
Mm-hmm.
And then do you go through the second bead, or you go through the finding next and then through the bead?
You just go through the bead once and then go back through the finding.
Gotcha. Okay, I think I got it.
After you get a few on, you'll see that they'll just line up right underneath the little holes on the finding.
Yeah, that makes sense now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I probably should have done this from right to left, but I'm doing it from left to right. I am actually right-handed, and I'm doing it from left to right instead of from right to left.
I'm gonna try to do it the way you're doing it, but I think I know what you mean, because it kind of would be easier from the other way.
Yeah, in a way. I think I tried it the other way and it didn't work, which is, you know how that is.
One thing I do like about it, though, is from what I'm seeing here is that if you've just gone through the finding, whatever hole you went through, that's the same bead you're about to go through.
Yes. And you don't go back through any of the other beads. You just go through the bead that you're putting on and then back into the finding.
See, I would have never thought of this. I'm gonna need to figure out other patterns and things that use this idea. I really like it.
Well, I just think it's a really good way to get them on. Well, if you want to have all 15 of them on, this seems to be the way to do it.
Oh, I like it.
And I can't see what I'm doing. You know what? I'm gonna turn it upside down. Gonna turn it upside down. That's helping. Okay. Sorry, folks. I had to turn it upside down.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. I see
So
it.
try it that way. So then you're actually sewing right to left, which makes my life a lot easier. There we go. I don't know why I didn't think about it.
Backwards, okay. It's really fun though. It's quicker. It's quicker than brick stitch.
It's quicker. It's it's quicker. It really is. And one time I had too many beads on, and I got to the end, and I'm like, why do I have an extra bead? And like I said, no, my bead's not fitting. And then I counted them, and I'm like, oh, well, you don't have it because it's you did a you had an extra bead, and so then since your stop bead is there, you just take the stop bead off and get rid of the bead you don't need. Duh.
Oh yeah.
And actually I don't feel bad because this was like my third little like R&D to try to get the beads on. So I was really excited about that because you know how that can be. Like your R&D can take for like ever. And then it's like, maybe this isn't the best thing to do because it's not working.
Oh yeah, that's like the backstage stuff that I don't always show because
Yes.
I spend hours making loads of mistakes. I waste a lot of thread. That's the thing I feel really guilty about. I waste a ton of it.
I don't say that that's a waste of thread when your R&D doesn't work, because then once you get it, it's the price you pay. Does that make sense?
It does, yeah.
And in the scheme of things, like your thread is probably your least expensive part of the equation. So when you do that, when you look at it that way, it's like, oh, that's not as bad as you think. Okay, so then we have the last one. So now we have 15 little 11s all lined up in a row and ready for you to go to put your fringe on.
And this is where I'm curious, like how you get the fringe to exit and enter from each bead.
Well, as you see where you're going, like so, you're going to sew through your bead in the same direction, like you would be adding another bead. I'm gonna take that off. So your thread will be pointing across your row. So then you're going to, when you string your fringe, right, and you come back up, when you get to the top, you're going to sew back in the same direction and then into the next bead. So you'll just keep going across your thingy. Does that thingy? You'll keep going across your row, and your thread will always be in the same direction. I'm going to drop. I should have done this. I'm going to drop the diagram into in the Facebook for you.
Okay.
That was silly of me to not do that. Let me. Here we go.
Well, Neon. I'll put it up on the screen. I can do that.
Okay. Let me. Okay, here we go.
I made it to the last bead on my row.
Export. Oh, here we go.
Okay, I know where you're gonna do next.
Okay. And let me.
I love it.
I'm gonna drop this in Facebook in a sec.
I'm gonna show my screen really quick.
Okay.
Folks, what I got going here is it actually worked out really nicely, and I was kind of surprised that I was able to do it.
It's funny.
I'm gonna show you guys what I did.
Like I said, it's a little fidgety, but it is fast.
It is. It's really quick. So
it's really fast.
All lined up on there.
Yep, and see how nice and lined up they are.
Yeah, it's so like you could start square stitch that way.
Oh, you could if you wanted to. Yeah, yeah. So I just dropped that in for you. So.
And I'm seeing, did I miss a question? I see, hopefully she'll see the comments. Let me see if I missed anything from Kathy. I'm scrolling up, Kathy, see what I missed. Oh, someone's asking about your ring. Kathy's asking about your ring.
This is, this was the Irish Meadow ring that I did for work in honor of St. Patrick's Day.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah. So if anybody wants a copy, just drop me a line, and I'll be more than happy to email it to you. So let me dump out my bead.
It's gorgeous. And then I have a question here. Yeah, we could do a leopard print. So I love the way that you did this. So if anybody wants to see that again, I feel like trying it again on the other findings. So just give me a shout if you want to see it. I love the way this was done. So it's so satisfying the way it just like every bead lines up so beautifully like that. And yeah, we can totally do patterns. Like we can get a and it looks like Oh, I think we had two combos going. So one of them is everyone loves that ring pattern. We'll get that ring pattern going for you guys. And then yeah, I'll do a fringe pattern based on like I want to see how Leslie does her pattern, like the short and the long version. So I'm trying to figure out like how I would get the thread path to look on a diagram. I'll get there.
Yeah. Okay.
And so from here, this last bead, a quick question for you.
Yes.
I go back through the finding now again one more time, right? I think I missed that when you were done.
Oh yeah, yeah. You didn't lock it.
Yeah, I need to do that because it's moving around.
Yeah.
So, but if I head back through this way, and then which direction should I go through the bead now?
You're going to turn it around that way.
That way, and just
yeah, you need to go. You need to be going across the finding.
Gotcha. Okay, so I'm gonna head back this way.
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect.
So
now you're ready to start picking up your fringe beads.
I love it. Look at that, guys. Look at that. It's so happy. Okay. So I'm gonna make this like less shiny because I'm holding it.
Yeah. Well, by the time you do it, it will be less shiny until you get done because it'll just pick up your handprints. So
yeah, I think that my hand's so dry. I put on hand lotion and it's making it all sticky. So I'm gonna just
same here.
There we go. Much better.
So, okay, follow. I'm like, let me follow my actual directions here. Oh my gosh! And in this orange mix, you have a matte and a shiny, and I didn't realize that, so I just started using the shiny. But you can use the matte if you want to use the matte. I started with everything shiny, so I wanted everything to stay the same way. So here's your first fringe leg.
There it is.
And then, like I said, then you're going to go back through the bead in the same direction you were doing the first time, right? And then into your next 11 because you're going to keep going across the row. Oops, that's you know what? You have to actually lock your fringe first. Sorry.
That's okay. And I see a question from Deborah. The diagram, which diagram did you mean? The ring or for the fringe earring we're doing? For the fringe earring, Leslie's sending it to me.
Yes, I did. I sent it to you.
She already sent it to me. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and look for it really quick. Oh, you sent it in Messenger. Gotcha.
Yes, okay. Yes.
So let's see here.
I mean, it is dirt simple. It's just the same amount of beads on the bottom of the leg. It's just the top where the count changes.
I'm airdropping it to here. And I'll bring it up really quick.
So I actually locked my fringe. And like I said, you're going to sew in the same direction you started through that bead and then into the next 11 so you can add your next fringe leg.
And so here's the image, guys, and I will go ahead and put this on. You know what? I'm going to drop this on the Neon Notebook landing page. So just look a little bit later after the live. I'll do it right after the live, and I will link this as a downloadable to right next to the link to this class. It'll be there on that page. In fact, I might do it while we're chatting. So it'll be there very shortly.
And just give me a day or two if you want the if you actually want the verbiage.
Yeah, I feel like it's pretty straightforward. Like once we
except for doing the for putting the what you call them on
the thread path. Yeah.
The thread path of attaching it to the
let me know if my typing or my clicking is loud while I do this quick ad. If it is, I'll go on mute.
No, it's not bothering me.
Okay, cool.
It's
I'm
orange.
a multitasker, you guys. I get stuff done. That's all I know.
Well, you know, and here's the thing: if you don't do it when you need to do it, then you forget to do it. Well, at least I do.
Yeah.
Oh no! Did I run out of shiny orange? No.
Oh, I can send you more.
Well, I mean, I want
Like-
to at least get this done. What did I ran out of shiny orange. Let's pour some more out. Oh, okay, I see a few. I only need 15 of them because that's that's all that's left. I only need 15 of them. Okay, there we go. Whee! Okay. And I love Fringe.
Me too.
Fringe. Oh my gosh. I took a class years and years and years ago with my friend who got me into beading, and when I saw the stuff that this woman did, I was like, oh my God, this is making my head hurt. And she's like, just relax and do what you want to do. And I was like, okay. And then after I did a bunch, I was like, oh, I like this a whole lot.
That's how I am too. Once I'm successful, I'm hooked.
Okay, so that's the second little leg, and then we're gonna go through that bead and into your next bead. And so you see they poof out even without you really doing anything to it, because of the way the beads are going to push themselves out of the way as you go along. And the only thing that you have to pay attention to is the black beads that you're adding at the top of the fringe changes, increases by one bead each time. The rest of it stays the same. I was being super lazy, by the way.
That's not lazy. That's easy to remember.
It's like I was being super lazy. And yeah, so my work week was insane.
Oh, absolutely,
absolutely insane. And I'm like thrilled that I actually got this done, because I worked until like 9 or 10 o'clock all week for my other job. Let me tell you, not happy about that.
No, I want to know what you're working on though.
Well, so they started this, the stores were asking for less intensive tutorials outside of our normal tutorials. So I'm the one who is now tasked with making not dumbed down tutorials, just
more beginner tutorials.
More beginner, not a whole lot of extra, beads and stuff, like so. And you know this, Danielle, that the simpler you want to make something, the harder it is.
Yeah.
To conceptualize and to like write up. So my original thing that I worked on just was a complete flop, like yeah. And so I was like, I'm gonna have to bag this and come up with something new. So on a deadline.
Oh, that's the worst.
So that's why I didn't get to do this, because they just they sucked all my time out of me this week. And I was just so mad. But I pulled it.
But you succeeded, and that's
yes, I pulled it out of my hat some way, somehow. And boxed it up and ran down to the UPS store to ship it off to them. And so they'll have it on Monday to take the pictures. And then I think it's going out on Wednesday. So, but yeah, this is like the first time since I started working there that I was really had my back against the wall.
Making content is not super easy.
And they don't get it. And they don't get it after all this time, 10 years, and they don't get it. They don't get it. And so there we go. Oh, four little legs.
And Nancy, no, these ones, I can't take credit for these. These are, I don't know, Leslie, what's the story behind the Centerline Findings?
These are actually, they were designed by Mayuki. So, yes, so I'm going to say 10 years or more. I'd have to get more information from Leslie Rogowski. So they were trying to sell more delicas, right? And so people didn't necessarily want to loom, and people didn't necessarily want to do other types of, beady stuff, right? To use the delicas. So Mayuki actually, this was their brainchild, actually. So, but
That's
they went
amazing.
to Beadsmith. They came to Beadsmith and was like, "Hey guys, do you want these things?" And they had enough sense to go, "Yeah, I think this is a really good idea. This is a really good product." So that's what happened. As far as I know.
So was that before you worked there?
That was before I worked. Yeah, that was before I worked there. So,
because I feel like the person to recognize these would have had to have been a beater, right? Like,
yes.
So like I feel like somebody into this saw these and said yes.
Yes, that's you're absolutely right, Danielle. So,
because sometimes unless this is your hobby and that's something you do every day, you may not recognize something it just might look too simple. Like you'd be like, oh, well, I mean, what's special about that? And then, but you're like, hang on, no, wait a second.
Well, they have a whole line of, different components as well. Like this one, I think is probably the most popular because it's so versatile. But they do have other components.
This one's my favorite. But I'm trying some of the other ones, and I would love to have you back with me to teach some of the ones that I bought some.
Well, just let me know which ones you got.
Well, they're kind of like these, but they're V-shaped and they have
yes, yeah,
filigree carved into them. And
yes,
so
and
cute.
you can some of them have holes on one side and some of them have holes on the other side. Like some of them have some of them have holes on both sides, and then some of them only have holes on one side, right?
Yeah, in fact, I could even show one of them.
Okay.
One of them there's a pattern for, and you guys will easy. I'll show it real quick. Let me see if it'll let me share my screen. That's the half moon. Here it is. So it's like a chevron shape. Is that showing?
No, you still have the diagram up.
I still have the diagram. Let's see. I'm showing the diagram. So let's do this. Let's go with that. And then I want to add, let's see, I might have to go back to this one. We'll try again. I'll go like this and then we'll go share screen, chevrons.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I have these coming up. I have that version you see there, and then I have some that have stars, filigree stars carved into them.
Oh, nice.
And I want to do something like that, but I don't want to just copy that. So I'm trying to think, like, could I make a shaped peyote, and would it work, and would it be crazy? Like, I don't know. We would have to have decreases.
I have a couple of ideas that we can discuss.
We do? Okay, yes.
Yes.
Oh, awesome. I knew you would understand me.
Yes, I have a couple of ideas just popped into my head just from that. So there you go.
Awesome.
2, 4, 6. Okay, here we go.
I love that I can just like say random stuff and you're like, uh-huh. Totally get it. Here's what I've got going so far.
I see. Greens and blues, my favorite.
Well, it's because I have almost none of the others left.
Oh no! Oh no!
All the other colors.
Well, you've done a lot more stuff with yours than I have. 4, 6. Is that right? What's going on here? 2, 4. Yeah, 7. Okay. I'm losing count here.
I wish you'd let me put our two mats side by side, but it'll only let me do this or that. Which one do you think's better? That one's cutting your screen in half. So this one's better, I think.
That's okay. If people don't mind that I am not looking in the camera, I'm looking down at my bead.
I'll do a row and then I'll switch back to you. Maybe that will be easier. Let's see. All right, can you guys see that? I feel like it's dark, like I can't get my bright lights to work. There we go. Okay, so each row I had 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to do 6 now. I'm copying your pattern.
Just with the colors, yeah.
But just changing the I've only got my green and my blues out.
And your blue, yeah.
And it's pretty, and I'm liking it.
Well, I love greens and blues, so it doesn't matter for me. I'd be like, oh, that's good.
I'm wondering if like I even need to change this. So for example, what if you just use this loom pattern? Like that would work. You just copy this loom pattern for that.
Oh, yeah.
So if you don't want to do a whole loom bracelet, you could just take the section of this that you like and then just
make it fringe. Nice.
Yeah. So if somebody wants to do that, I don't even need to really do a pattern because we've already got it. Because that's all it would do is copy what's there. And that would work out really nice. The only downer is you'd have to read that chart instead of reading it row by row, which means the word chart would not work. But if you look at the graphic.
Yeah, because it has to be up and down, not across.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if I have the graphic.
Although I think it might be easy enough to just make it into a chart for making fringe.
You know what? You're right, because all I would need to do is make a copy of it and then just change the stitch type from loom to fringe.
Mm-hmm. There you go. See? Great minds.
I think that would work. I think Loomerly will do that.
There you go.
I'm going to check and see.
I can hear your brain spinning from over here all the way across the country.
I need more time. I feel like because all the ideas, and then I get really tired. Like I'll sit down to work. I used to be able to, honestly, I could work like 12 hours on beads.
Yeah.
I'm taking naps. I'm like, who am I? Like, I'll get up from the bead table and go nap, and then I'll like lament the entire evening that I wasted an hour. Give myself like a super hard time about it.
Oh yes, you need to stop doing that. Obviously, you do need to take a break. I mean, last night I was going to do some stuff, and I was just like, you know what? It's Friday. I need to clock my brain out. So I was like, nope. I had dinner. I made myself a drink. I flipped on a Fringe channel. They do a live sale. And I just was like, yeah, this is very relaxing. Very relaxing. And then today, like this morning, after I did a few things, I whipped up that other earring. So, sometimes you need a break. Ow, ooh,
For sure.
ow, 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 ow. I just stuck myself. That was not good.
And let's see, I have a question here.
Okay.
Third class. So third class for Neon Notebook, we've actually already taught. If you're thinking project 3, let me give you a quick refresher on that really quick. So our project 1 was the confetti earrings. That was the brick stitch. Project 2 was the loom bracelet, wild loom. And then project 3 was the pattern party with Kate on Wednesday. And we did the green and the purple tiger stripe 2-drop peyote. Also, we did a brick stitch demo of a rainbow with a heart. And so all of those, I'll drop a link for you really quick to find everything so far. So that's projects 1 through 3. And then today's class is a bonus class. So it's a bonus, more ideas for the Centerline Finding, because I know lots of you guys love to loom, but not everybody's super into looming. And so I wanted to share additional ideas. And Leslie had this beautiful earring, and I figured that that's a great thing you could try. And then we've all just sitting here together had 2 additional ideas. So that's like 4 ideas that we've had. So more to come on that. And then if you're looking for project 4, that one is going to be on the 20th, this Friday. And that's a mini gem duo weave.
Ooh.
So yeah, and then the bonus class for the macrame was already taught. That one is up on the website, both on mine and Bead Shop's YouTube channels. And then let's see if we have anything else that I'm forgetting. Nilay's classes are linked here on that link I just dropped. Oh, and the pattern party. Stretchy bracelet party. That's going to be on the 28th.
Okay.
And that one we're going to do stretchy bracelets. Oh, pattern with Tila's. Oh, that's not for Neon Notebook. So that one's something different. That's on the 20th. No, 21st. Sorry, 21st. That one is on my. I'll drop a link for you really quick.
Yeah, that one looks like a lot of fun.
That one's going to be crazy because I'm going to try to drop 3 patterns on you guys in one class.
Oh my.
That's actually next Saturday.
Yeah,
so
the 21st, yeah.
Falling for that right now. Next Saturday, Seabead Saturday. Stretchy is not Tila's. The stretchy bracelet, we used the Neon Notebook 8 mix and a bunch of the check glass with the Opalon beading thread. And so she's talking about the 21st. Yeah, the 21st is the one where I'm going to teach that basket woven Tila / brick bead thing. Along with a peyote and a herringbone, which don't really require a whole lot of instruction other than one little tip. Like, okay, so do this normal herringbone, but change this one little thing, and you can get the gemstones to work. So we'll do that on the 21st.
So I ran out of thread.
You did? Also,
yeah, I ran out of thread. But one of the things I wanted to say is that so when you go to put your ear wire on, make sure it's not on the back side, because the front side, they're all nice and standing up straight, the thread, but on the back side it's slanted, so you'll know what side of the earring to put your ear wire on. I did want to point that out. Man, I really sliced myself.
You did?
Yeah, with my needle.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's okay. Drawing a little blood. I don't want to bleed on my mat. But you get the gist of that. And that was pretty fast. And we've only been about 30 minutes. And like it's, if I didn't run out of thread.
Yeah, I was dropping links.
Torture anybody with putting thread on something. But yeah, so obviously a yard is not enough. So that's good to know.
I think I cut 2 wingspans, so about 120 inches, which is going to be too much thread.
Yeah, so maybe 2 yards is probably good, because takes up a lot of uses a lot of thread. Fringe uses a lot of thread.
It does, yeah. and I hate adding thread during fringe. So the weird
Yeah.
thing that I like to do is I leave behind a super long tail. I'm just kind of coiling it so I can show it in one mat. But so I left all this tail behind.
Oh, okay.
And
So
what I
if
do
you
is
ran out,
I'll have to go through the finding one time, but I'll bring it back over here and bring it down wherever I leave off if I run out. And if I
nice.
don't run out, then I'll weave it in and trim it and save it for something else later.
Great idea.
Yes, I love the way that these look because they look very, very poofy. Like
They're not very heavy.
they're not. No, they're really
No. I always do that. I always test earrings on my ears because I'm not a fan of really heavy earrings. They give me headaches. So,
Aw. We're getting some really nice compliments in the chat.
oh, thanks everybody. It's I haven't been on in so long. I feel like, you know, I'm like, did I get everything? Did I?
Oh no, everyone loves it. We're saying Colin and I were both dropping links. She's saying these are adorable, and the colorway and the green, the green and blue. Jenny says she likes that.
Yeah.
And then I bet they do really look nice on. I bet they look really nice. That's so
I will
cool.
definitely have to wear them somewhere.
Well, you've almost got yours done, so you have almost a pair.
Yeah, I almost have a pair.
Yeah. Together.
So yes, I didn't run out of thread like an idiot, but although it's sometimes having too much thread when you're trying to demo, people are, it's like you're just watching me sew through something and pull long things of thread and pull long things of thread and pull long things of thread. I don't like doing that on camera. But
I feel the same way, but you'd be surprised. I think people do enjoy seeing that process because it's something that is helpful. I just find it's helpful for me, so I'm sure folks feel the same. Oh, and thank you, Barbara. That's a nice compliment.
You are very prolific. You are actually more prolific than I am, which is saying something.
You're like the professional designs. That is saying a lot, actually. Thank you for that compliment. Yeah, that is so cool.
Yeah, it's nice to just actually, to play around. So this was because this earring was my fun beading after the previous week, which was a nightmare for other reasons.
Well, those can be a lot.
And so I was just like, I don't want to do anything. I'm just gonna bead. So I was like, I pulled out your box because I got your box, and I had to wait like 3 days before I could touch anything in your box. It was driving me absolutely insane, let me tell you. Because it's
that's a long time to have to wait to
I know. It's like I did open it up. I opened it up one evening and oohed and awed over it, and then I put it back because it's like I don't have time to do anything. And so, but then just looking at it, things started percolating, and then when I had a moment to actually sit down and do something, it's very exciting, very exciting. And I do have a couple more ideas. Have you seen this chain where it expands? You can stick beads on it, and then you pump it open, and the links expand, so the beads stay on it.
No, let's have a look at that. What is that?
Where's the end? Oh, here it is. So this was something that they had new in Tucson, and it's very thin. It's so thin that you can get it to go through a delica, and then you would just take one of the links and you poke the link out, and then it'll hold the bead in place. So I did not get a chance, but a couple of your like really nice like the vintage pieces in your bag. Uh-oh, what did I do with it? Oh, here it is.
Yeah.
I was just thinking that it would just be like so much fun to, like, put one on and close up and poke out the loop, and then stick a couple little beads on the bottom, right? And then put an ear wire on it. Earring. Poof. So I just did not get a chance to do
Oh,
it.
that's cute. That is so cute.
But when I do, I'll do it, and I'll take a picture and send a picture to you. So, but yeah, this is so much fun. I can because I like chain and I like metal, but I don't want to do metal work.
Yeah, for real. Same here.
I
It's a lot.
don't. It's
What's it called again?
stainless. It's stainless steel.
Oh, okay. So it is hyperallergenic, and
It's
does it have a
hypoallergenic.
brand
Yeah,
like
it's
name?
it's stainless steel, and I mean I'd have to find the packaging, but I mean there's a ton of chain.
You get a
on this
lot.
spool. You get a lot. You get a lot, and so they have
Like
the
that.
stainless steel, and then they have the stainless steel that is gold plated. But that one's like really expensive.
Oh, I
It's,
bet that one's pricey.
it's
Oh
like
my goodness.
super expensive. I mean, like almost twice the cost. I looked at that and said, I like silver anyway. And got the silver.
I can't seem to find it on the website, but I was just looking for what's the
I can't, and I don't have the packaging next to me. What did I do with the packaging?
It is really tiny. I think it goes
it's just called bead chain. The
bead chain. Oh no.
let me see if there's a SKU on it. Hold on a second. I'm sure there's a SKU on it. It is BMCSL011. B as in boy, M as in Michael, C as in car, S as in Sam, L as in love.
Interesting. So you don't have like a catchy name for it, it looks like.
No, because I would have had a different name for it if they had told me about it. Like they call they're partially finished bracelet things. I'm like, can we call it something like, like a bolo or something like that? I mean, that is like so super boring and nondescript.
And they were referring to Beadsmith, which is where Leslie does their content creation. She's their director for content creation, and you're like their creative director, basically. And it's pretty cool what you do there, because you're not only the tester, but the designer for projects for people to use the products. So whenever we're saying that's what we're referring to, because that's where Leslie works. And so what I'm going to do, guys, for you guys to get the chain, because it's a wholesale site, I'm going to get Kate to see if she's interested in it too, which I'm sure she will be, and maybe add it. So I will give you guys a heads up once it's available and where to get it. But that's just a little sneak peek of something that Leslie's working on. So let's hear about the hoop earring, because that is getting some love in the chat.
Oh, this one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. So this is even count tubular peyote, and I have had these ear wires for forever and a day. Seriously, forever and a day. And I was like, oh, I have a new idea. So I whipped these guys up today, very fast. Same thing. I like doing all the color blocking. So how big is this hoop? It's like a 40 millimeter outside diameter.
Let me see if they have one. I bet you they do. They have lots of hoops over there.
And so I just did the peyote off of the finding, and then just slid it on to the hoop after it was done, after I stitched it up. And you can pick any colors that you want to stick in it. I just tried to see how many colors I could get on.
Really beautiful. I like it.
So that was this is pretty fast. So,
and I'm just scrolling hoops. It looks like there's lots of options here. So if you wanted to start that peyote on a hoop that doesn't open, you could still do that.
Yes, yeah.
And that's tubular peyote.
Yes, yeah. Even count tubular peyote.
Yeah, if you guys are loving that, we'll do a separate tutorial on that one, because I feel like we could do one that fits onto the Nun Design hoops.
Are those open or closed?
I believe they are closed, but we can get it to work. Like, here's one example. Let me drop an example in the chat. But and I can actually share it. Let me show you what I'm looking at so I can see. Yeah, round hoop. Okay, so is the hoop showing?
Yep.
So something like this, but you would just basically start the peyote right onto the hoop.
And keep going. Yeah.
Yeah, and then just pop an ear wire on that. So that's just one example. There are many hoops like it here in this section. One of the ones I was looking at earlier were there's a larger version of these mediums.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think one of the first times I did something like that, I did it on one of the Tierra Cast circles.
Yeah, Tierra Cast used to have one that opened.
Yeah, but that one was closed. But they had some good size ones, and yeah, that looks like Tierra Cast. Is that Tierra Cast? Was that
this one's Nun Design, but this would absolutely work, and then we could just put a jump ring at the top.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, just there's lots of ways to get those to work. I'm gonna bring my camera back up. Some funny stuff in the chat today. You guys are checking this out.
I won't say we're horrible, but we definitely feed off of each other when we start sitting around talking about stuff. So, like I said, anything I do, I will. Ooh, that's really shiny. Anything I do, I will. Like I said, I will stick in the. I'll take pictures and write a couple of things up and shoot it off to you, and you can just add it to your your page. Yeah.
Thank you so much for that. Yeah. So if there's any like currently the diagram for that fringe pattern is there, but if if you turn this into a formal tutorial, I will. It'll be on the project page for you guys. We'll link it there, but you got to see it here first before it even goes up on the I Love Beads page. And then I was just going to quickly drop a link to I Love Beads, because they can find more of your work there, and then also a link to your website. And so I think we've already dropped a link to your website earlier, but just making sure everyone saw it. And I'm just going to bring this up really quick. Sorry, I'm like so slow at finding things.
That's okay. What are you looking for?
I'm just looking for a link to I Love Beads, and I think the best way to find it is to be like this.
Oh yeah. For some reason, I think it's beadsmith.com/I-love-beads, but I could be wrong.
Oh, here we go. I got it. And so the cool thing is here is you can search by symbol finding, and I love those symbols. So here's a link, guys, coming your way. If you search by the symbols, Bead Shop has a whole section of symbols, and so you can search the patterns on that page for more inspiration, and you'll see Leslie's name pop up on a lot of places on that page. So lots of cool things to see there. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Call. She put it up on the screen too.
Yeah, so it's they're also broken out by bead type. So if you're looking for super duos, or you're looking for gem duos, you're looking for paisley duos, loom work, macrame, you could just hit on there and all that nice, yummy stuff comes up. So
It's so fun. It's a really great resource to have.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I've lost count of how many patterns are there. There's hundreds of them. Hundreds.
There are. It's like it's a great resource for it, and I love that it's like kind of like a seed beater 7 because it's presented in a way that as a seed beater you would be looking for it that way. And I appreciate the effort that went into the way that library is structured. Stuff like that makes me happy. Yeah.
Well, that you have to give the our web team their kudos for that. They're the ones that handled that. They took a little bit of input from us, but
they would have needed your input to do that, I feel like. But yeah, it takes a team for sure. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. They're good eggs. They're good eggs. They're all women. They're all women.
They are, yeah. So we know.
Becky, you spelled my name wrong. She must have been really excited.
Well, I just replaced the G with an 8.
That's okay.
Right there on the keyboard.
Yes, I am having a sale because in April I will be switching to a different platform for my website because I want to concentrate on kits and bundles and getting being more connected with our customer base and not have to worry about dealing with so much extra inventory since I don't do shows anymore.
Yeah, not having the shows is such a loss. I miss the shows.
So, and I got a lot of inventory. Oh my God. Even my accountant is mad at me. He's like, how come you haven't gotten rid of this inventory? I'm like, I'm trying. David, I'm trying. Believe me, I'm trying. So, thanks, Valerie.
Thank you, Valerie. So nice of you.
We try. It's like we've known it seems like we've known each other for like forever, right? It's so weird. Not weird, but you know when you connect with somebody, you connect with them. That's right.
Exactly.
So,
yeah.
Yeah.
It's always really nice too, because you just like you feel seen and heard and understood, and it's so like just unusual for like nerds like us. So I love it.
So it's great.
So cool.
I do. I love it. So and like I said, it's like I draw just as much inspiration from you as you do from me. So when we met a few years ago in Tucson, I was like, oh, I really like her. And because I had seen your stuff for John Bead, and it's like, oh, that's Danielle Wicks. I'm like, oh, I got to go talk to her because and they're like,
I know, like, and so our players technically were competitors, and so like
I'm like
we're talking, and they're like looking at us like we're like,
like what are they doing? Are they like? It's like I'm like I don't care about your stuff. I don't care about John Bead stuff. We ain't talking about that stuff.
We have bead stuff to talk about.
Yeah, we're talking about bead stuff. I don't care about. Yeah, it was funny. It was funny because one of the ladies goes,
I got the look. So you got the same look where they're like, so what were you guys talking about?
It's like, really, guys?
We're hanging out, okay?
Yeah. It's like we're not in the CIA. We're not like spies or anything. Like that.
Okay, we're just friends. Gosh. I love it so much.
Yeah. There's only room for love in the bead world.
There is, yeah.
I think in the story. Right. It's only love. Only love. Yeah. So.
Yeah. And lots of love for you guys too. Thank you so much for being here. And these projects they're sharing them is what brings me the joy of them. So anytime we can do that, it always just makes my entire day, makes my whole weekend.
And when people get it, it's like, oh yay! Somebody really likes it.
I get a new idea that I can run with. Such a it's amazing. So
well, I know you will post yours when you get finished. And
yeah, I will definitely post it.
And I will definitely do my part of the bargain and get that written up So you can get that on the website.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate all that effort that you put in for all of your beautiful stuff that you make and great findings. And again, anyone looking for these, they're on beadshop.com. You can send me an email. If you can't find something, always send me, and danielleluxjewelry.com. You can ask me any questions you have about this project or others. And we'll be back. Let's see, when am I back? I'm back. Well, I'm with Nile tomorrow. So we're doing one of his tutorials for Neon Notebook. And then back on I believe the next one is the 20th. And that one is the
21st.
Oh yeah, 21st for Seed Bead Saturday. But then we're going to do let me show it to you actually. Project 4 is the 20th. I hope I have it. Oh, I might have it downstairs because I'm doing the pattern right now. Oh no, I've got it here. I'm currently doing the diagram for it, but you remember this guy right here?
Oh, right. The mini gem duos.
Yeah, so that's
and that super color. What color is that? Is that like Slipper-It?
Yeah, it's in your box, Neon Notebook. It is the yes, you're right. Slipper-It.
Yes, Slipper-It Jet. Yes. I love it. You get gold and purple and a little bit of pink. Yeah, that's a nice one.
This one comes out so good. And like every time I use it in any design, mixing it up with other different colorways too, it can go next to anything. And
yes, it can. Yes, it can. Yeah, I'm going to spill some out on my mat because they're so cute. They're very colorful and they're so cute.
I love this one.
They're so cute.
Doing that one Friday at 10:30 Pacific. And again, all those links in case, because I know I'm throwing a lot of like dates and data out there a lot. And it's just like, sometimes it's just too much. So, but here is the link to the place where everything's summarized. So if it's confusing and like when all the stuff is, just take a look here and you'll see like all the dates in order. I hope I put them in order now that I've said that.
I'm sure you did.
I hope I did.
I'm sure.
I would have had to. It's like a thing. I would have had to.
Yeah. Awesome. So I'm going to be on Jennifer's channel tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
So that's my next appearance. I have a very busy creative weekend.
What time is your live tomorrow?
It's 11 Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bellrain
Jewelry. Yeah.
Yes. So that should be fun. They're a fun bunch of ladies.
Those are good times. Yeah, I always have a lot of fun over there.
Yeah, Stacy and somebody else. I'm blanking on.
Oh, Stacy on with you? She's been on my channel a few times as well.
Yeah.
And then
that should
Jennifer,
be fun.
Stacy, was Jody with you guys tomorrow?
Maybe Jody. Yes.
Jody, okay, yeah.
Yes.
Cool. If you guys want to check out, that's on Bellrain Jewelry Company's YouTube channel tomorrow.
Yeah. So.
All right, and I just want to say a special thank you to Colleen. She's here with us, and she made everything happen here in the chat. And thank you so much for doing that, because there was a lot of stuff, right, that we were throwing at you guys. So.
She's such a trooper. We love Miss Call.
Yeah, absolutely appreciate her.
Yes.
There you go. There's the link for Leslie's live tomorrow.
Cool. Thanks, Colleen.
I'll try to tune in for that.
Yeah. I'm sorry, what?
I'll try to tune in. Usually I can't remember if I have anything tomorrow. I think I'm free. I'm going to tune in and just see how you guys are doing it all. You'll see me in the chat.
Okay. That would be great. Love it.
Thank you so much for sharing your earring. And I just want to say thank you to everyone for joining us. And we'll see you soon. And happy beading.